In just the last 12 months alone, an astonishing 45 ordinary people became billionaires entirely because of artificial intelligence. This diagram illustrates the combined fortune of that newly wealthy group. A single billion-dollar dot rapidly multiplies to form a mass worth an estimated $2.9 trillion. To put that abstract number into physical reality, that is more money than the entire economic output of a country like Belgium or Sweden. We have seen technology generate massive capital before, but even the wild speculation of the early internet boom did not produce wealth at this velocity. What we are watching is the fastest concentration of new capital in modern history. The immediate question is exactly who is capturing all this money right now. It is easy to assume that those trillions are securely locked inside the boardrooms of venture capital firms and massive walled-off Silicon Valley campuses. But underneath the billionaire headlines sits a much quieter reality. A massive wave of ordinary people is reaching millionaire status at record speed. These are not your typical tech founders with deep corporate backing. They are independent engineers, even college students, and freelancers building on the side. The actual story of this boom is the sudden appearance of an invisible economic architecture, one that allows individuals operating completely on their own to rapidly accumulate extreme wealth. This diagram maps the AI economy as a four-tiered tower. We start at the glowing bottom layer, physical hardware. These servers and processors are the machinery powering every model. Directly above sits layer 2, the model builders. These highly funded companies train massive neural networks. The sheer volume of capital required to train those models create paper billionaires out of early executives and investors almost overnight. While those bottom two layers capture a large chunk of the headline trillions, they are highly exclusionary. They require billions of dollars to enter, effectively serving as the heavy infrastructure for the real opportunity sitting right above them. This diagram illustrates layer 3, the application layer. Notice how smaller, decentralized nodes branch rapidly off the main central model. These represent small, agile teams using that existing AI infrastructure to build highly profitable niche software. This accessibility has led to a practice people are calling vibe coding, where individuals with no deep computer science background use AI to write the code for them, successfully shipping specialized tools to millions of users. Then there is the fourth tier, the data layer. It is the quietest piece of the entire pipeline, yet it is generating immense personal fortunes. One of the newest billionaires on the 2026 Forbes list did not build a flashy user-facing chatbot at all. He secured his wealth simply by building a company that labels and prepares the raw data sets that those massive AI models need to learn. The highest concentration of new millionaires exists entirely at the edges of this pipeline, the places where you either apply the AI to a specific problem or feed it the data it needs. Up here, the financial barrier to entry is virtually zero. When you look at previous tech bubbles, like the 1990s software boom, building a product was a tethered, team-heavy, and painfully slow process. Today, two specific accelerants have broken that cycle: speed and leverage. With AI tools, a single builder can output the same amount of high-level code as a 20-person engineering team, collapsing a product cycle from years into a matter of weeks. That infinite leverage introduces a third accelerant: ownership. Because these builders don't need to raise venture capital to hire a massive staff, they never have to give away their equity. Combine extreme speed, add massive leverage, and total ownership, and the economic math changes. The profits of a successful software tool no longer dilute across a corporation's bloated payroll. They concentrate entirely into the bank account of a single creator. The traditional tech startup model, spending months pitching investors, raising millions, and hiring dozens of employees, is being replaced by the era of the solo titan. This graph tracks the core economic consequence of that shift. You can see two clear trajectories rapidly splitting away from each other, one accelerating upward and one flatlining. Economists are calling this the builder's premium. The premium represents the rapidly widening wealth gap between the people actively shipping AI solutions to the market and everyone else who is waiting on the sidelines. The uncomfortable truth is that capturing a piece of this market does not require extreme genius. It simply requires the willingness to move early, build a practical solution, and keep ownership over the final product. And this opportunity is completely decentralized. The capital isn't tethered to elite university degrees, legacy corporate backing, or a Silicon Valley zip code. The infrastructure to build is entirely global, and the window of extreme wealth generation is wide open right now. It forces a very stark choice about whether you want to participate in this new economy as a builder or watch it happen as a bystander.